Welcome to week one of your History 101 online course. In this particular week, you will be covering the first chapter, which primarily covers all of the earliest ancient civilizations. You'll be looking at what is a civilization and why do we start with civilization and, for example, not with technically what sometimes people call the hunters and the gatherers. But this course is about civilization. This chapter will go through that. In this particular chapter, you're going to read a lot of information about Mesopotamia, and you're also going to have a good section of the chapter on Egypt. Ancient Egypt is in a lot of ways regarded as the world's first true major civilization because of its impact not only on just Egypt, but the Middle East, and even reaching into other parts of Africa and also Asia. In this particular folder, you have a link for your MindTap course, and you also have a link to a really good video on Egypt called Egypt Engineering and Empire. The History Channel did this series a number of years ago. It goes through looking at not just the typical things that we think of in terms of history, in terms of just the wars and individual people and events, but it looks at, how did the Egyptians build the pyramids? How did they build dams? How did they do this? And things of that nature. So it gives a little bit of a different view on history. Now, in this particular class as well, virtually every week, all 9 of the competencies will be met in some form or fashion. And what I would like to do is just hit a couple that by completion of chapter 1 and the few graded assignments and watching the video. Competency number 1, distinguish the characteristics of the major civilizations in their geographic and temporal settings. Along with competency number 8, analyze cause and effect in relationships and historical events. These are just 2 of the 9 competencies that will be met during this chapter. Others that will also be met is competency number 2, describe the interactive roles of social, religious, political, economic, scientific, and technological forces among civilizations. This is where the video really comes in, looking at the science, the engineering aspect. I really hope you enjoyed this chapter. Happy learning and good luck.